Hello and welcome to our second WinJournal tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll take a tour of the software, learn how to create journals, how to create journal entries, and learn how to incorporate various forms of media in your entries. Let's get started. Now, WinJournal uses a standard interface with the menu at the top and the toolbar directly below. Now, depending on what you're doing in the software, the buttons will either appear dark, which means they're active, or grayed out, which means they're inactive. Let's take a look at some of the menus. The Journal menu allows you to perform various actions on the journal level. The Entry menu allows you to perform various functions to the entries found within the journals. Now, the Publish menu allows you to perform various actions when you want to share your journal with others. Now, to the left is the Journals pane, in which you'll see a list of your journals and entries. Below that list is a series of 4 buttons. The first button allows you to add a new journal. The second button brings up a quick menu with commonly used commands. The third button allows you to either hide or unhide the calendar. Now, to the right of those 3 buttons is another button which allows you to hide the Journals pane. Now, the calendar allows you to quickly add new entries. Simply double-click on the date, give your entry a name, click the OK button, and then start typing away in the editing area. Now, above the editing area is the toolbar, which we've already talked about. We've added a few buttons from the last tutorial. Let's take a look at some of the options. The New Entry button allows you to create a new entry. The Ruler button allows you to toggle the formatting toolbar and the ruler in the editing area. The Full Screen button allows you to write distraction-free. Simply click on the button and then type away. To exit the full screen mode, hit the Escape key. Now, the Inspector button brings up a window that allows you to modify information, customize formatting, and configure settings so that you can publish your journal or individual journal entries. We'll delve into the Inspector area more in the next tutorial. Now, in WinJournal, you're not just limited to writing blogs and diary entries in the traditional sense. How you use WinJournal is totally up to you. It's all about keeping records and sharing your thoughts any way that you'd like. For instance, as a teacher, you may want to store your lesson plans. If you're a couple going on a trip, you may want to add your flight information and itinerary. If you're a parent, you may want to store all of your children's medical records, receipts, immunizations, and report cards. Use your imagination. Now, let's talk about creating journals and journal entries. We've created a journal for you to get started. Now, let's say I wanted to do a journal about my favorite TV shows. The first thing I'd want to do is to give my journal a name. Click the journal icon. Now, to the right, you'll see a field that allows you to change the name of the journal. Below the journal name is a list of the entries associated with the journal. Enter the name of the journal in the field provided. Now, let's think about how we're going to organize the information. Say I wanted to organize my favorite TV shows by decade or by genre. Let's organize it by decade. To do that, we'll create a new journal for each of the decades I want to cover. To create a new journal, from the Journal menu, choose New Journal. Enter the name of the journal in the field provided. Now, WinJournal assumes that you want to add an entry right away. Give your new entry a name, click the OK button, and start writing away. Now, keep in mind that you can have journals within journals as well as journals within journal entries. This is extremely helpful in our case because I might want to break out each decade's TV show by genre or by actor or TV network. You can also create new journal entries by right-clicking on the journal icon and then choose New Entry. Conversely, you can delete journals and entries by clicking on the journal or entry that you'd like to delete and choose either Delete Journal or Delete Entry. Let's talk about some of the things that you can add to your journal entries. These can be found by selecting the Insert menu. Now let's say we wanted to add a link to a journal entry. First, select the text or the area that you'd like to add the link to, and then from the Insert menu, choose Link. This window appears. You have three options. You can either add a hyperlink to a website, a link to another journal, or a link to another file on your computer. Click the appropriate button. In the case of the website link, add the complete website address. To add a link to another journal, select the journal from the list of the available journals. To add a link to another file on your computer, locate the file on your hard drive, select it, and then click on the Open button. Finally, click the OK button. To add an image to your entry, from the Insert menu, choose Image. Select the image you'd like to use, and then click on the Open button. You can resize the picture by clicking on the picture and then use the resize handles. Now you may want to use tables to create a custom layout for an entry, or you just may need a table to enter information. To insert a table, from the Insert menu, choose Table, and then select Create Table. Now select the number of rows and columns you wish to use. You can modify the table by highlighting the area in the table that you want to modify, and then right-click to bring up the Quick menu. Now, select between the options. If you need a bulleted list, a numbered list, or an outline, from the Insert menu, choose List, and then select the type of list you'd like to use. Now say you wanted to record your voice for a journal or a journal entry. Provided you have a microphone, it's easy to do that in WinJournal. First, let's bring up the recording toolbar. From the View menu, choose Recording. To start recording your voice, press the Record button. To stop recording, press the Stop Recording button. WinJournal converts your voice into an MP3 file. To play it, press the Play button. Over on the left-hand side in the Journals pane, you'll see a sound icon letting you know that there is a file associated with the journal or with the entry. To remove the recording associated with the entry, click on the Remove button. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. For more information, please consult our user's guide. You can also access our knowledge base on our website or email us with any questions that you have. We're happy to help. For now though, share some good thoughts today.